could you imagine dropping in and there's a Weyland in your spawn, like right next to it? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to take a look at this mega healing fortress, the Weyland. So recently I did a couple of live streams and I did run the Weyland, but I also remember a video, kind of recently where I did do, I think it was the Hades with Ember and Blaze. And in that, game, I scored over 3 million and, the Weyland was in my lineup. And I thought at the time it was just by luck. But when you start playing a couple of games and you start to notice a bit of a pattern or a trend, that's when you realize that maybe there's more to that bot than meets the eye. So we're going to take a look at that. We have a maxed out MK2 Weyland here with 2 heavy armor kits, a last stand, and also advanced repair unit. A couple of you guys are probably going to question, why put advanced repair unit or repair unit on a bot that can heal? So there's a couple of reasons why. The main reason I found was quite often, if I'm being attacked by like an Aljung with Ember or Redeemers, or maybe a Spectre Orkin, having the advanced repair unit allows me to almost negate that initial damage before I go into that healing state. And I found it actually very helpful. So we have that, and then we have pilot skills here. I'm going to show you a couple. So basically, so the Armor Expert gives me more health. And then there are 3 healing skills here in particular. So the Mechanic one basically constantly heals you up if you are damaged. And, the True Ace gives you more healing ability. The Adamant one, this one is more specific to Domination, Beacon Rush. Because if the other team has 3 beacons, then basically, these 2 kind of work together, which is a lot of healing. But if you apply this one here, you're healing even more. So that's kind of crazy to think about it. But the Defense Expert here, if you read this, basically gives you increased defense points when you go into repair mode. So if you go into repair mode, you're healing, twice here, basically. With this and this is healing more, this is healing, constantly. But if they have 3 beacons, so you have 3 of these skills, kicking into effect. You then have defense points, so basically damage resistance. And then you have this one here, which, if you are in repair mode, you're doing more damage, which is kind of crazy. And then I have Adamant Guardian. If the other team controls 3 beacons, you have even more damage resistance. And I think, combining the healing with the damage resistance is what makes this so powerful. But this one is very interesting because you also do more damage. It's kind of like turning the Weyland, I guess, into a Raijing, but not as much, 3%, but every bit counts here. So we have that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run attack and defense boosters as well, and I'll show you the rest of my lineup right at the end of the video for those of you that might be kind of curious, what am I running on, like my Hellburner or my Mercury and stuff. The main focus is this build, and we are going to run 2 games, so let's hop into game number 1. Okay, so game 1 we have dropped in on Shenzhen map, and this is Beacon Rush. So I'm going to try to see if I can get to that right beacon first, and then I will drop in with that Weyland. Hopefully I can get it actually before this guy does. Whoa, we're going to move this way. See if we can get this beacon here quick. If I can lock him. Okay, I got him on lock. Let's see if we can get this beacon here quick. We're going to detonate. We should be able to take this guy out. His last stand has triggered. There we go. And if we get this, I can drop in here with that Weyland. Come on, we've got to get close to this guy. We've got to detonate. Yes, got him. So now I need to get out of this bot so that we can demonstrate that Weyland. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to drop in at D. And actually, they have a lot of guys going towards our home here. Yeah, let's drop in at D and use this Weyland. So I think what I'm going to try to actually do, and this is going to be kind of crazy too, is to try to get to their spawn, this spot here, and then I will lock down, because usually they drop in around there. And that way we can see just how long this thing can survive. Just try to get here quickly. This guy's going to hit me. You're going to see my mechanic skill start healing my Weyland, even though I got hit there. So if I can get, you know, to like this spot here, this is going to be perfect. So this is what I mean. So when you're dealing with like an Ao Jung, you might have to use that repair unit or advanced repair unit in order to heal up. But usually they drop in around here. So here we go. First victim. Ooh, there we go. I just hope I have enough firepower to deal with multiple players here because... Oh, come on. Oh, man. Fury. Now I'm getting hit by that guy. So this is what I mean. If, you know, I take too much damage here from these players, at least I do have that repair or advanced repair unit. So I'm trying to save my my rockets here. I'm healing up this Spectre too, which is kind of funny. And he's in a really dangerous build. Like, when you get close to a spawn point with storms... Oh, look who we have here. Wow. This guy's already down to half health. Less than half health. And he suppressed me. So this is when I'm going to use that advanced repair unit. And let's hit him now with my rockets. Take this guy out. The Spectre's here to help me, and I was trying to heal him up, but he got taken down. And I'm hoping that another guy drops in here. We have 4 beacons on them, but this game's actually a really good sample, I guess, or showcase of this build. Could you imagine dropping in and there's a Weyland in your spawn, like right next to it? This guy, by the time he dashed around, he's already half health. We've got a Blitz here. This guy might actually take me. No, I don't think so. He suppressed me. But we're healing too much that he can't do enough damage quick enough. So he's out. Come on, another one. Actually, wait. Not yet. We need more rockets quick. This is weird. I've got a lockdown on their spawn. This Blitz just moved around the corner. He's like, what the heck? Weyland in the other guy's spawn. Yep. Come on, drop in with a Raijing or Leo or something in front of me. It's gonna happen sooner or later, I think. Maybe. This Weyland. Not Weyland. The Ares moved around the corner. He's like, what the heck? There's a Weyland here. We're all waiting for these guys to spawn in. I don't think they're gonna spawn anymore, but that was a pretty funny game. I was actually surprised I managed to get this far and as easily into their spawn. But let's take a look to see how much damage we did there. And like, we're still alive, so we had a lot of health left. So we ended up doing 1.8 million, and a lot of that was actually from healing. They did, or actually I think this player here might have crashed or something. But let's take a look at this player on our team. They're running all MK2 stuff. So we have, or for the most part, except for that Ares there. And let's take a look at the other team. So I think the other team, they just kind of botted out. You know, we got to their spawn, and that was pretty much it. So this player has a combination of level 12, some MK2. And let's take a look at the second place player here. What do they have? So quite a few MK2 stuff as well. So yeah, that was actually a very short game, but also a showcase, you know, of that Weyland with those skills. Basically in their spawn, I was hoping actually more players would drop in, but I don't know if I would have had enough firepower to deal with them. But anyways, let's take a look at another game here. Maybe we can get like power plant map or something. That would be great. Or even moon map, I think, would be even better. So anyways, off to game number 2. Okay, so game 2 we have dropped in on Rome map, and this is Beacon Rush. I think I actually saw Lee Fighter Gamer on the other side. So we have another YouTuber. It's going to be Battle of the YouTubers. Once I get to this left side here, I should be able to lock down pretty good with that Weyland. I wonder if this... Okay, so this Strider's moving in here. Let's move this side. See if we can maybe get push this beacon on this side here. Just gonna lock this guy so I can get to him and detonate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can cap this beacon. If I drop in here with the Weyland, I think I could hold this down for a pretty long period. So let's do this. This guy's eventually going to have to land. This is when we're going to get him and see if we can get him with the detonation as well. And looks like they've got Lee's on that side, so I'm going to move closer to this center beacon if I can. I think I'm going to get taken out though. Trying to block. Maybe I can get one more detonation in. Oh, nope, that guy got taken out. Okay, so now, this is interesting. Can we lock down this side here? See if we can do this. I'm hitting that one player, but I'm locking this side, or at least this beacon. So I think Lee's hitting me, but look at how much health I lost. Pretty much nothing. This guy's protecting me. This is actually really good teamwork here, but he's got to move out of my way because I need to be able to fire. So let's do that. Is there another player here? No, I did not trap this guy. So I think they're going to move around here with the Ares, but look at my health. Ooh, you don't want to get that close. Let's just wait here. I still have a ton of health here left. And we basically just holding this down. There's this guy here. I was just gonna say. So now this is when I use the advanced repair unit. You know, when I'm being suppressed, and this guy is trying to do a ton of damage here to me. But the thing is, I'm holding this down for so long. My last stand has kicked in. My teammates are still helping me here, which is really good teamwork. Because if I if I'm able to take them out, if I'm able to hold this, my teammates can drop in. I can heal them. They can protect me, just like the Ares did. There's a guy right over here, so we're gonna get him. I'm watching my health. It's dropping really quickly. Still alive. Let's try to get this guy. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Holy crap, look at my health. 26,000. That is the most that I can heal up at this point. I've lost an Exodus here, but I'm gonna be going down pretty soon and finally. But man, there's a lot of guys. Oh jeez. Hell dive, lock. Oh, come on. Yes, I locked. I think no. Lee had, I think he has anti-control on that blitz. But I did lock someone and I took another guy out. Just trying to knock that shield down. I'm sitting on this beacon here. They have lost a lot of bots. Let's just do this. I'm going to jump now. I'm going to lock this guy with my hell dive. And I did a video on this build with the lockdown hell dive. If you haven't checked that out, I'll put a link in the top right corner of your screen, so you should see that. Trying to take Lee out here. He's almost down. Come on. Let's do that. It's now 3 versus 3. But you know what? They've lost so many bots. I think at this point they may be starting to bot out. It's now 3 versus 4. Someone got me. Let me just go into do the hell dive here so I have that stealth. I'm going to lock Lee down with the Avenger. So let's do that, and then I'm going to retreat behind cover here so that we have this beacon, and then maybe move towards center. We got to watch this other guy here on this side as well. It looks like he is wanting to go for a home beacon. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull this off here. Yep, he's moving in. Oh man, it's going to be 1 versus 4. Can I get him? There's going to be a lockdown. Okay, I got him with the lock, but it's now 2 versus 4. Let's try to do this. And let's see if we can move closer here. I guess the good news is we got that left side. Bad news is it's me versus 3. Gotta do this now. If I can lock. I locked this guy down. Let's see if we can do this. Uh-oh, this guy's gonna hell dive me. Yeah. Okay, so now we have 1 versus 2. What does Lee have here? He's got an invader. So let's see if we can get him with this. I also did a video on this build. Gotta be careful here because he has that suppression. Let's just do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take him out. I'm just trying to stay on this beacon so that he can't change it. And I think I'm going to end up losing this because I don't have enough time here. We have been 5 capped. I'll have to take out all these 2 guys and it has to be their last bot. So I don't think that's going to happen. Let's just heal up here. I've got to start firing now because otherwise if I don't, I am not going to have enough to take him out. And let's see if I can take out this guy. Lee has another one. But I think this was actually a really good game, actually showcasing that Weyland. Unfortunately, I couldn't win this one, but I think, you know, locking down the other side with that just goes to show you how crazy, you know, the Weyland is. So 3.6 million, 12 kills, 6 beacons. And Lee ended up doing 2.6, 19 kills and 4 beacons. So let's take a look to see what he was running. So all MK2, and he has pretty much maxed here. I think this might be his battle record count. So that was a pretty even game there. And let's take a look at this one over here, this player on my team. And he has 2 areas, level 7, 8, 1, level 1 Fenrir. Wow. I don't know if I would actually put this in here. I think I'd level it up maybe to a level 9 perhaps. So you have max speed. And then I would run it. And let's take a look at this other player on this side. And this guy has level 11, 10, 11. And there you go. So a really close game in that last one. And let's take a look to see, you know, what I'm running, because I said I would show you the pilots and stuff for my other bots. So my Hellburner, we have, this is the pilots I have, or the pilot skills rather, for my Hellburner. And let's move on over to this one here. So this is the Mercury. And here is the Nemesis, which I also did a video on. Last week. I'll make sure to put a link to that as well. And just trying out this Fenrir build, I think I still prefer the Avenger Storm build because of the reload time of the Punishers. But I guess if you don't have Storms, the Punishers can work as well. And I also did a video on this like I think 2 weeks ago, and I'll put a link to this as well in case anyone is interested. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. In the comment section below, do you run the Weyland, and what do you think of this build? It's pretty crazy because I've run this now for a couple of games, and to be honest, like, it doesn't really take that long for me to get footage of it, which you know, usually is a sign. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.